the clapperboard. You ready? Is he drinking my tea? Ready?
Are you starting?
Yeah. We're starting on that.
Yeah.
Hello and welcome to DST Racing. I'm Dave.
I'm Steve.
Right, what we're going to do... Oh, I nearly forgot.
Project.
Hello, Neil. Neil, the cameraman's here.
Shall we start again?
And editing. Editing?
Shall we start again?
Do you want to start again?
Yeah.
Right, what are you thinking? What are they doing?
Well, DST Racing Projects.
Oh, right, okay. You ready? Hello and welcome to DST Projects.
Racing Projects.
Racing Projects.
Shall we start again?
Shouldn't change it. Hello and welcome to DST Racing Projects. I'm Dave.
I'm Steve.
Right, what we're going to do is we're going to explain a little bit. While we haven't been filming, we should have filmed, but we didn't. But we've been doing little bits around the bike to sort of, you know, we're just tidying bits up. So I'll leave it to Steve to explain what we've done, because it ain't going to take two of us. So I'll leave it to you.
Thank you, Dave. Okay, let's start at the front end. We've been revisiting the wiring system and the coil packs and the ignition CDI units, and trying to make those fit better. And Boris is in here as well. He's our web designer, by the way. So what we've done is made some better brackets. Dave's just walked into the other end of the bench. Oh dear, how sad. Never mind. Ouch! Tidied the wiring up. Made sure that everything is out of the way, and made sure that nothing can fall down. So everything's tidy in there. If you come around this other side, you'll see that the original, or the old analog temperature gauge has been replaced with a digital version in the same spot. It says error on the top, but that's because it's connected to nothing, and the 21 degrees is the ambient temperature within inside the workshop.
Turn the heating off, turn the heating off.
Yeah, Dave needs to save electricity now. Okay, so we've tidied that up. Again, if you come down the wiring harness, everything within inside the harness is now tidied up, running through the chassis through grommets, so that there's no chance of anything catching. Now initially we put the coil packs on the outside of the frame, which to our dismay meant that we couldn't get the tank back on. So we had to have a rethink. They're now on the inside, where they're in a safer place, less likely to get damaged in an accident. Also, they're not going to impede the travel on the suspension unit. Looks quite tidy in there now. I've checked all the continuities for the earth. Everything that's earthed on here now earths directly through the chassis. The intention there is now to run an earth cable from the chassis to the engine, from one of the engine mounting points, which incidentally on the TZ350 Yamaha is not used. No. So at that point, everything should be as it needs to be.
We've also sorted out the rear tank mounts as well.
So what we've done is we've lifted the tank off, or higher off the chassis, so that there's no chance of it getting into contact with the shock absorber. Because if you look, it has been doing in the past. There's been some chafing. Interference.
Yes.
And we can't have that. Two things: it takes the anodizing off the shock, but more importantly, it could wear a hole in the bottom of the tank.
We don't want that either.
We don't want that either. So what we've done is repositioned some mountings.
Well,
and made them
you
come
might
up
be able
higher.
to see on videos past that it got some horrible plastic.
Yeah, it got some water pipe, reinforced water pipe on the top.
On the top,
Which did a job, but not.
I think to be honest, it was a job that was done at a race meeting, and you use anything if you've got it. So they've gone in a bin, and we've tidied those up. We've got some new ones coming for a little further up here, so that'll tidy that up as well.
Okay. We've been looking at the footrests and in this side the brake mechanism. What we discovered was there was a lot of loose play on the footrests and a lot of loose play on the brake lever. So that's been remachined, made some new footrests, freed everything up inside so that the bushing now works. As you can see, it's still a bit loose, but that's wear that we can't do away with. There will be a return spring mounted on it, which is yet to arrive in the post. I'll go around the other side. We are in the process of manufacturing a proper or another gear change lever to replace one that had been modified, made probably out of an original Yamaha one, but as you can see it's bent, twisted and probably seen better days. If you put it onto its mount, as you can see it flops about. I won't use the term that I normally use, so it's not in very good fettle. To be replaced by one that's got a bearing in it, we've got to cut that down yet, which will then be more positive. Okay, so that's where we are at the present, and we'll keep you up to date with where we're going next.
Oh, don't forget, most important, like and subscribe.
And ring that bell.